Hello everyone, this is James Frederickson. We're going to move on to the graphing portion of assignment number 10 now. And the first thing we're going to look at is some of the tabs down at the bottom here. It says Sheet Tab 2A. It says TO per function code. So I'm going to click on it just so you can see what it looks like. And what you've got is a big blank area that you're actually going to transfer your table to this page. And I'll show you how to do that here in just a moment or two. So I'm going to go back to Assignment and Raw Data. And I'm going to go up to the instructions up here, and it says using the tables below and the individual chart worksheets. It says TO per function code, month total, month labor totals, and month material totals. Place on worksheets with the appropriate graphs and charts. And we'd like you to use either a pie chart or a column chart or a line chart, and please don't deviate from this. And so we'll take a look at the first one, and it says 2A. Total number of task orders, TOs, per function code, and it's worth 10 points. So what we want to look for is a chart that contains task orders and function codes. So if you look down here, you're not going to see anything like that. If you look a little bit further down here, you're going to see TO function code, but that's not what we're looking for. This chart right here is the one that we actually want to create our graph from. So anyway, we'll read it again. Total number of task orders per function code. So here's task order here, and here is TOs per function code. So what we'll do is we want to highlight this column and this column, and we want them to remain highlighted. A lot of people will do this, and they'll highlight all of it, but then you get percent of material budget in between. So that's not what we want. So we'll highlight this column. We're going to hold the control button down, and while we're holding it down, we'll select TOs per function code. And now we're ready to choose our chart. So if you scoot your mouse on up here to the top, there's a tab that says Insert. You simply click the Insert tab. And then you go on over here, and it says Recommended Chart. Here's Pie Chart. Here's Column Charts. And I'm going to do this one in a pie chart. So I'll select Pie Charts. And then I'm going to choose this cool 3D pie chart. So here I'll click on it, and here's my chart. And what I want to do is I want to put this chart on this tab down here at the bottom. So there's a button right up here at the top that says Move Chart, and I'll select Move Chart. And then it says New Sheet or Object In. And Object In is where you want to go, and you select the down arrow, and then you're going to select TO per function code, and click the OK button. And then it'll scoot. Sometimes when it comes in, it might come in down here, or, excuse me, let me undo here, or over here. But you do want to scoot it. You do want to scoot it inside the red dotted area. And then it's also nice if you stretch it out a little bit, make it a little bit bigger to see. And if you look up in here at the top, I've got a title. But I don't see the number of TOs per function code. If you recall, we had a 5 and a 3 and a 2, and I want to be able to view those. So over here on the right-hand side, you've got a plus sign. So I'm going to select the plus sign, and what we want to do is we want to add the data labels to it. So I'm going to click Data Labels, and now you can see that I've got the 2, the 3, and the 5. If I want to remove them, of course, I just unclick it. If I want to get rid of the chart title, I can get rid of the chart title. If I want to get rid of the legend down here at the bottom, I can select legend and they all go away. And of course I want all 3, so I'm going to put them back. Okay, so this chart is done. So I'm going to scoot on to the second chart. So once again, I'm going to go back to the tab down here at the bottom that says Assignments and Raw Data. And I'm going to read this. It says Total Monthly Costs, Budget versus Actuals. Total Monthly Costs. So no, not man hours. Total man hours, no. Total monthly totals. Total budgeted totals. I think that's what we want. These two right here. Okay, so I'm going to do it wrong first, and then we'll do it right. So let's read it one more time to make sure we know what we're doing. It says total monthly costs, budget, and actuals. Okay, so I've got actuals here, actuals here. Total monthly costs includes what? It includes labor and it includes materials. So a lot of people are going to do this. They're going to highlight all of this stuff. And look, I've got January through December, and then I've gone down here to where I've totaled everything. And then we'll go up here to the top, and we're going to go, this time we'll do a column chart. And look, I get garbage. I get garbage for a couple of reasons. First off, it doesn't say January, February, March, April, May. I've just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I've got the yearly totals in here at the end for column 13. So this is not what I want at all. I want January, February, March, April, May down here at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tap the delete button and get rid of this chart. And then I'm going to highlight from here to here. And then I'm going to highlight from month to December. Oops, where did it go? I didn't use my control button. So let's do it again. Month all the way through December. I'll hold the control button down. I'm going to highlight these two all the way down to here only and release. Then I'll go up here, click the Insert tab. I'm going to go to Column Chart. I'm going to select the first one here. And now I've got something that looks a whole lot better. And I want to put it on the appropriate tab. So I'll go down over to here and I'll click Move Chart. And Object in, and what I'm looking for is 2B Month Total. So let me find it. 2B Month Total. I'll click OK. And then it switches and everybody's saying, where did it go? Where did it go? Scroll down a little bit and there it is. Drag it on up. And you notice that when I put my mouse here, it says Chart Area. When I put my mouse here, it says Plot Area. If I put my mouse here, it may say something different and something different here. So these are all elements that you can move around within this chart area. And if you click here and you start scooting, you can see that you're just kind of moving elements within the chart area. So I'm going to undo a couple of times and put it back where it needs to be. So if you want to scoot the whole chart, put your mouse right there where it says chart area, scoot it up. We may need to do it again here. We'll scoot it up a little bit more. And then I'm going to make it much bigger. And take a look. What have I got here? Let me click the plus sign. I've got Access Titles. Let me put Access Titles in and see what that does for us. It says Access Title, and it's just saying Access Title. It doesn't tell us it's in dollars. That may be helpful. You may want to put dollars here. An Access Title here, you may want to change that to months, although it's pretty self-explanatory that it says January, February, March, April, May. We don't have an appropriate chart title up here at the top. So what would be a good one? How about this? Total monthly cost, in parentheses, budget versus actuals. So right here, you could highlight and copy this and place it in here, and that would be an appropriate title for this. So what we do want to see is a chart title. We want to see this is dollars, this is months, and that's pretty good. So let's scoot back here and let's take a look at one more of them. We've done TO per function code. We've done 2B. You can see that there's a couple more here. You may need to select the arrow here to scoot over a bit. And it says TO material totals. TO monthly material totals. What are monthly material totals? Well, let's look at it. Total monthly costs, actual, budget versus actuals. All right, so what we want to look at is material actuals now, actuals and budgeted, and we also want it to include the month. So once again, we're going to go over here and we're going to highlight month all the way down to December. And then of course, we're going to hold the control button down and we're going to highlight material actuals and material budget all the way down to here. We do not want to include the totals down here at the bottom. That'll skew our data. And then once again, up to the top and insert. And we'll go to recommended charts, or let's go here, actually, insert column. And I'm going to choose a similar one to the one I included last time. And then where do we go to move it? You go to Move Chart, and you choose the appropriate tab to put it on. And click OK. Once again, it always kind of throws it in some arbitrary place. And I'll stretch it out and make it a little bit bigger. And you can see that we need to edit this chart title at the top. And once again, a good title might be Total Monthly Material Costs, Budget versus Actual. Anyhow, that concludes my my demonstration. There is one more course that you got to do on your own, and that's the last one, Monthly Labor Costs. So you're going to look for labor, and I think if you look at these two columns right here, and this column, January through December. You'll figure it out pretty quickly. Hope that helps. Thanks very much.